Welcome everyone, welcome to this epic stream. I'm pretty excited about this one and pretty excited to see how it's going. My first commentary of a tournament game so far. And at this point we're still waiting for the players, but I decided to start the stream even though the counter didn't count down yet. Let's head over to the desktop also. Okay. We're still waiting for the third player of the second team. What's their name actually? We are seeing Opa Poots versus I'll Break My Display. Apparently the name didn't fit in the description here. And yeah, so far nobody's ready yet, so I've got nothing to say about this at this point, but or maybe I should actually not show this yet, as nobody picked their tanks yet. And somehow I still need an option to see the chat at the same time. Yeah. I hope you are excited as I am. As this is going to be something new. And you've probably seen some 3v3 tournaments already. So it is clear that these kind of tournaments are a bit different to the regular 7 versus 7 tournaments in terms of tactics and tanks chosen. We will have only 3 tanks on the map on each side. And that means, yeah, there's a lot more map to play on. And it will be interesting to see what people are going to take, if they are risking to go for some extra mobility and taking a medium. That could pay off, but at the same time it will cost them a lot of hit points, which makes a lot far bigger difference than in the 7v7. And besides from that, yeah, the tournament, first of all, it consists of 6 teams of BPS players, and also, yeah, there will be a group stage where everyone plays against everyone, and later on we will head to the semifinals that will not be held in best of 5 anymore, but in best of 7. And yeah, then there will be basically 2 winners, or there will be only 1 final, no game for third place, but an hopefully exciting game for the first and second place. These teams will have the option to split the prize pool between them. And we are heading into the game. We are seeing on the red team here a T22 EE5, and on the blue team the exact same lineup. Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, okay, up. Let's go. Okay, first team, blue team, is going towards the city side, or basically the heavy side of the map here, trying to go for the caps, while the red team decided to do the exact opposite and rather go for the map control, the medium side, which offers only 1 cap, yet at the same time you do have a lot more positions to choose between, but they do not have any decaps. In a 3v3 it is quite important to stay quite close together, therefore they did not think about decapping the base and rather went towards C as a whole team, while the blue team here, I'll Break My Display, already got 2 caps. They can go for defensive positions now. They do have 1 E5 aggressive on the A cap, while there seems to be somewhat of a bait here. Behind this wall we see E5 and T22 hiding. Now they're going out. I guess they are deciding to go for some extra map control. So far, we are seeing some first damage being lost here by fire potents. I think it is Ranger. from the Pramo clan and BPS clan. He is in both, as we have some NA players on the clan. He lost some hit points there that might already be a big problem to the blue team here, as he will have to be passive now and he will probably get pushed onto, as we are seeing already. And we do have a 1v1 on this side on A, while there's a 2v2 on the other side. Yet here the blue team does have far less hit points in the game because of this initial hit points loss. These few hit points that were lost on these few shots early on might actually decide over the whole game here already. But I'm interested to see how it is going. Yeah, T22 is getting focused down though, even though the E5 was lower early on. And yeah, T22 is down, E5 is down. From the red team also, Kura was taken out. And now it is 2v1. A clear game, a clear win to the red team, even though they did have the cap point deficit in the beginning. They did have only one cap, but as said already, the medium flank with the extra map control may actually pay off, as it allows for some more shots. And yeah, as we could see here, the blue team didn't really have anywhere to hide, but still 900 points on the blue side. If he is lucky getting some Amarek or whatever, he might actually still have a chance, yet it does not really look like it. Good game here by the red team. I think these hit points lost in the beginning really were a problem to the blue team here. Okay, quickly seeing if everything is working. Welcome everyone. I can't say hi to everyone, but yeah, let's ready up again to see what is going to happen. And I don't want to miss out on anything, as you probably also don't. Okay. Will the teams stick to the lineups? Interesting question here. Maybe no, nobody is deciding to go for some more heavy power. In my 3v3 tournaments in the past, it was also quite helpful to have clippers like Kranwagens, and AMXs were really strong. Oh, I have to... Okay. I will get used to the free cam. It's not too bad yet, but I'm still not really used to it. I'm sorry for that. We're seeing Kuma in the T22 again, going for the first spot below C. He won't spot anything though, as the E5s are coming from the upper side. F Pinjaj, or the F, decided to go for the C cap instantly. But we will have a tank advantage in the middle here, as two E5s and the T22 are sitting in front of double E5. And yeah, the T22 is a bit out of the fight, but blue team is giving the F the room to move up, while Garcia is also in a position to back off on time. It would be very hard to push him, and the blue team does have a very big problem here. That is, the red team does have very strong positions here. Garcia is not able to push on to. Garcia may just fall back. The F may just fall back. He is hull down. And Kura is hull down. They do have the height advantage. They do have the crossfire. While the blue team here does also have the cap disadvantage. What is it looking hit points wise? Okay, that's pretty close actually. 500 hit points less on the blue team. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. But they do have to work around the deficit of the cap points, as they do not have any base. And Daniel here is getting focused hard. The F managed to flank around, get some crossfire into Daniel. He was caught off position. He should have probably just backed off a little bit. And he was not able to retreat on time. He did not think of the T22 coming to his left side. And in this case, he was taken out, but also Kura is down, as the T22 managed to kill him. Hit points are actually still neck on neck. And yeah, T22 on both teams still in the fight. Kuma does have the hit point advantage in the 1v1 against the F here, and yet Gazio manages to take him out with a nice kill shot. He is able to help him, while Fire Potence on the Ranger was not able to get off shots onto the enemy T22, which was a problem in this case, as the focus fire was just better on the side of BPS, of course, of the red team. Yeah, the positioning in general, also the the crossfire, the hull down positions were a little bit better chosen on the side of the red team. Yet I somehow missed that Kura was also taken out here, and I did not think he would be killed that quickly. But that was a dominant performance by the red team so far. 2-0 at this point. I'm interested to see where this is going still, as it is a best of 5. The blue team, or I break my display, really has to focus now. It is their last chance. If they lose now, they are out. They are not out, but they will have lost this this round. They would have to win 3 games after each other now. I'm interested to see if they do have any chance. So far, the red team Opa were just far more dominant concerning their trading and positioning. Okay, no lineup changes at this point. We've got the first random player trying to join us here. Nope, this tournament is not public. Okay. We are on Dynasty's Pearl now, and we are having so the same lineups: double E5, 1 T22. Now it's the other way around. We are seeing the blue team going for the map control and going for the park side, the medium side, which offers better positions in general. Are they taking the base? No, they are not taking the base. They would have had a chance to get some spots and instantly move into the base. They were faster. They were faster initially, yet they lost their chance to get the cap early on. And the red team here does have the cap advantage again. They were also able to win a game without cap advantage in the beginning, but in this in the last 2 games they were able to get the cap advantage. But in this case it is not a lot. It is only 10 points difference of the caps here. Therefore the blue team would only need 1 kill in order to turn things around again, which might come in handy in the later parts of the game. So far, both teams are standing in front of each other. B is getting capped. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? This is going to be interesting, as we are... Yeah, we will have some decapping shots, and the red team did not get punished hard enough for this, or did they? Yeah, the red team does have pretty much the same hit points, 6,140 to 6,080 on the blue side. Even though the blue team did have the the hit point advantage early on. And I think they could have maybe just saved it for the late game to get off 1 kill, and yeah, they could have made a push maybe, and 1 kill would have been enough to turn around the cap points in the late game. But it's going to be interesting what they are planning now. We are seeing Kuma here in his T22 spotting this lane The F tried the same, but Kuma does have the far better position there with the Bush and hard on position. And that's why the F also decided to move around again. At the same time, Fire Potence is doing the same on the other side of the map, yet he is a low tank. He is a possible weak spot in the blue lineup. While Gaseo is the weakest tank on the... Oh, we're seeing some HE shots here. Gaseo is the weakest tank on the red side. He is pretty much in the middle of everything, in the middle of his team. Therefore, it is really hard to push onto him and kill him, as he won't be the first one to get focused. While Fire here, of course, he is able to retreat. If he's getting pushed onto, he will have the spots and he could back off. We are seeing a move on the blue side. We are seeing a push. Question is, does the red team know where the push is coming from, or are they getting surprised? They do know that something is happening. They are backing off. The F is going to have the first spot here. He is going to spot the push and he is in reverse side scrape. The push is not going to be successful. Okay, one shot in at this point. Oh, Kuma got into, fell into the trap here. He gets focused hard. He loses lots of hit points here for this maneuver around the enemies. He tried to get to the back of the red team, yet they were so passive that he just ran into them. And he will go down. He will go down soon. There's no doubt about this. He does not have any chance to survive this. Yeah, there he goes. And the red team will have tank advantage. Also, they do have not that many more hit points, only 500. But the F is also in pretty bad crossfire. I don't know if he's going to get out of this. But Daniel does have his ammo rack damaged. He does not have the shot reloaded to kill the F. I think this would have been the last chance to kill the F here. And with a kill shot, it would have been a 2v2. And they had a chance here, but the ammo rack certainly saved the blue team, saved the red team the game here. 3 wins in a row. That means we are seeing a clear win to the Opa Brutes here with Gaseo Jones, Korra, and the F in his T22 with the double E5 lineup. I'm quite surprised actually that so far there haven't been any lineup changes. I would have expected something like that there were maybe more Kranwagens being taken, but they do have some disadvantage in the mobility and DPM, of course. Yet they do have this insanely strong turret and the clipping potential. As said, I've played several 2v2 or 3v3 tournaments already where this was clearly an advantage to have the Kranwagens there on the lineup. And yeah, dominant performance here by the Opa Brutes. Pretty fast games also because of this. We only lost 20 minutes, and therefore we will have to wait for the next enemies. I'm not entirely sure who it is going to be. Let me look that up. Okay. We are having next in line we will stick to the Opa Brutes team, the red team that just won the games, and they are playing against Bella's Minions. Bella's Minions is the team of, let me look it up, Legundo, Venalty, and Ranzich. That is a tough name. That is a tough name. How could I call him? I will call him Aura. That is a bit easier. But we will have some time here until the next games are starting, because the others probably did not finish their games yet. So we will have to wait for a few minutes. Let's see. Okay. Let me quickly check the stream here if everything's working properly. Yeah, seems like it. By the way, concerning the sound, if I should maybe increase the volume of the game sound, so let me know, because I tried to test it a bit, but I didn't really have that much time on testing everything, because I deleted all my stream settings, my Streamlabs settings right before the stream. It took me an hour to set everything up again. Yeah. So right now we will have several minutes. I was estimating that it would take around like 30 minutes for each round. As we do have best of 5, therefore around 4 games until we have a win. Until we have a winner, and each game will take around 5 minutes. Let's see when the others will come in. And I can have a look at the chat at this time now. After hours of watching, we have now good gameplay. Hi Janice, Aloha, Bia, Blitzplatz, welcome everyone. Lots of people online here. Glad to see that. Is there a draw? No, there cannot be a draw. There cannot be a draw. Teams list, by the way. Bella proposed showing that. Okay. I still a bit overtasked by all the things I have to do at the same time right now with the streaming here, but as I have 2 displays in front of me now, using my iPad as my second display. Okay. We do have 6 teams on the tournament. We have just seen I break my monitor with Kuma Daniel Ranger against Operpruits with Cora F and Gaseo. Besides from that, we will have Megabrutes with Foxy, Bolt, and Chilaxor and Timo. Uganda Forever, I don't know, who's Jindra? Is that General? I think it's General. Yeah, it is General. Here they are on voice chat. Okay, I don't want to miss something, so yeah. Besides from that, we will have Elysium with no pen, no life. Oh, he's called Garfield at the moment, together with Alpha. We will see them in the 3rd game also. Bella's Minions is our next opponent against the Operbrutes. And yeah, I break my monitor is the team from the last game. All right. Do we have the results? Yeah. No results for the other games so far. Now Megabrutes won. No, lost against Dubeka, the team with Elysium. Okay. Still waiting for the enemies to drop in. Hi Mitzi also, hi Bella. And we will have to wait. We will have to wait a little bit. Nothing happening at this point. Let's see, maybe how far the others are. Oh, I guess they started late. They are still in battle, and it is 2-0 for the, I don't know, the team name, the team with Uganda Forever. It was with General Stephen and RG. Yeah, it will take a second. Okay. Therefore, I will take a short break, have a drink, have a quick pause, and be right back then. Okay, audio is fixed to mono now. You will have me only, you will have me on 2 ears now. Players are slowly dropping into the room. We will still have to wait a bit until everyone is ready. But I will use that to load some more music into the list. No, where is it? Okay. Nobody ready yet, nothing to see so far. Everyone's still on their random tanks. Third player is missing on the Bella's minion side. We will have to wait 1-2 more minutes. Ah, okay, there he is. Okay, I guess, yep. We can head over to the training room. We are seeing the Opa Brutes with a lineup of T62, FV215B, and 225. The T22 was exchanged for the T62, a little bit more DPM, otherwise slightly worse armor. Of course, it does have also a little bit more gun depression, which makes it easier to play in some regard. FV doesn't have the most hit points, yet some better gun than the E5 does. Opa Brutes are already readied up. While we are still waiting for the Bella's minions, at this point they do have an IS-4, one E5 and another FV215B. Interesting to see whether they will ready up like this. 3 heavies would be the first time on this tournament to see for me here. I do not think this is a problem on 3 cap maps. As long as there are only 3 caps, you can pretty often defend the caps, and yeah, you can secure the cap advantage by going for 2 caps, but you will have a problem with 4 cap maps. And as this is set to random map, we do not know yet what we are going to see. We do not know yet. Oh, I have to... no. Okay. Audio is fine. Yeah, we do not know yet whether the map will favor a full heavy team. This is going to be somewhat interesting to see for the Bella's minions team. And we're seeing Desert Sands. Not too bad. Not too bad for heavy lineup yet. Come on, free cam. There we go. Yet the B cap is so much in the open that it will be very hard to contest, as it can easily get decapped. But Opa Brutes are already adjusting to the lineup. They are leaving one heavy in the corner so that the blue team can't push through. They can get the cap though. They will get the cap point advantage. The F did not decide to go for the A cap. I don't know if Gaseo is spotted yet. Ligundo might get cross shot at this point. They should probably back off and try to hold the C cap in some way, which is possible, yet the red team only has to move into the C cap in the late game to stop it from getting more points, gaining more points for the blue team. And the blue team would have to get a kill. It will be interesting to see. Oh, we're seeing some bait here. We're seeing 2 tanks pre-aiming the rails. Nope. Nope. Ligundo turned right when it was needed to stay. Okay, okay. The F managed to use this little hill here to spot before even being close to the rail. Otherwise, he would have probably gotten shot already. As the heavies on the blue team got spotted. Where's our third heavy? There he is. Finality also in the rear. Oh, we're seeing some cross shots, some first shots and first hit points being lost. This is the risk of going to the city here. You have to be super careful, as there are a lot of ways to shoot into the city here. And we are seeing more and more hit points being lost. Hit points that will be very important in the late game, as the blue team does not have any map control at this point. As you can see here, we are seeing this line all over the map of the red team. Even though it is basically impossible to push onto them. But Kura is making a move. May this be a bit too early, maybe. If he's getting pushed onto, he will certainly have some problems as his teammates are quite far away. Yet the blue team is also pretty splitted here. They decided to push onto Garcia, or Legundo did, while Aura is in the middle and everyone is in a 1v1. Yet no, Aura is getting focused by 2 tanks. He's getting taken out. Also, the F can now take the C cap. Venality is in the open, in the middle of the map. And yeah, we're seeing some great crossfire by the red team here. As in the games before, it really pays off to get in the right positions, get in the crossfire for some crucial shots. Otherwise, you will have a problem, as you will lose some hit points if you're not super careful. That is mostly the problem with the city sides of the maps. They do offer the cap advantage in most cases, yet it is very hard to hide behind the houses, as the others can just take high down positions and have a lot better view on the enemy side from the medium side. Still, damage-wise, okay, there was a clear hit point advantage to the red team, which is Oberboots again. So far, very strong games here by Oberboots. Going to be interesting to see what they're going to do later on. Okay, next game. FV215B STB1 and T110E5 on the side of the Oberboots. Not the best lineup for a map like this, yet the STB can also be used here on some hills. It is not the best map to have a hull down tank though. On the blue side, on the side of Bella's minions, we are seeing a 140. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, as it really has pretty nice DPM. It will be very good for the blue team if they can push in with the 140. Has to be lags behind on the DPM there, yet does have a very stronger turret. Is better for out trading. But we are seeing some hit points being lost already early in the game. And the red team is able to take 2 caps. Does the blue team, Bella's minions, decide to push in? They are getting aggressive. They are trying to focus out the STB. They do have some nice crossfire now. If they push in, if they decide to go forward, they might pressure the FV215B and STB out of position. They just have to go forward. FV is getting focused, yet he does have the reactive armor. He is caught in the middle. Nowhere you want to be at. But he is not getting taken out. Now he is dead. Now he's dead. But Venality is getting focused hard. They still have to keep up the focus fire. Get the STB before Venality is going down. Yet Venality is getting cross-shot. Not cross-shot. He's getting track-shot. But I think, yeah, STB is getting taken out. Now it is only 1v3. That is some surprising turnaround in this game. Really surprising turnaround here, as the red team really overestimated their advantage, and they were very aggressive with the STB and FV215B. Great push here by Bella's minions onto the C cap. It was really a good advantage to the red team again, and the underdogs won. The underdogs won against the pro team here, and some great performance on this one. Nice one, yeah. All right, 1-1. The Object 140's DPM also paid off, I think. Yeah, the F is also going for the Russian medium DPM tank again. And the blue team, or Bella's minions, are going for some good combination of IS-4 armor, E5, and some mobility. While we are seeing pretty much the same lineup as in the first games by the Oberboots here, with the Russian mediums paired with the American heavies, as these are just very versatile with the DPM mobility. Also, they do have the speed boost, which you can see already And the reactive armor is also nothing you should underestimate in tournament games when the focus is pretty hard on randoms. It's not that important, but in tournament games definitely it will make a huge difference. Okay, we are seeing Ura taking a very aggressive position on the hill here, on the bridge, while his teammates are staying back. Hit points are in the favor of the blue team. Yeah, they managed to make a shootout. Oh, I hope I don't get trapped here. Okay. Okay. 140 is getting focused. He has to go move out of there. He has to run. He has to run, otherwise he will die for nothing. Or is the blue team able to punish the push properly? Focus fire is not on point here. They should focus the T62, which is already low, yet Legundo is trying to help his teammate with the E5. But I think Venalty can still take out the T22, but at this point, Legundo does have two guns against him. Nope, Venalty is not able to get the T62. He's turning around to save Legundo from the heavies, yet the focus fire switches to him. He is getting taken out. Legundo is also not able to kill the T62. There was a lack of focus fire in this game, not enough communication, and not proper planning. Even though it looked great in the beginning, it would have only needed the heavy tanks to move in a little bit earlier and the 140 maybe to move out quite sooner and maybe try to run away. That would have been nice, even though the 140 still did top damage here. Yeah, he could not die like this. He could not die like this as he just couldn't take all the shots. He didn't do much more damage than the enemy T62, yet as you could see in the late game, the T62 was really able to just run around and distract the enemies from dealing damage effectively, and that is what saved the red team the game here. Okay, are we seeing the same lineup again? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. 1 IS-4, 1 E5, and object 140 on the side of the Bella's minions, while we are seeing some T62 double E5 combination on the side of the red team. Opapoots here. Opapoots so far didn't do any big mistakes in my opinion. They overall had really nice games. But I think they will still meet the other top teams later on. And we are going to see some very exciting games still. Will the others be able to challenge the Opapoots though? That is the question here. But at this point, the Bella Poots, Bella minions, yeah, whatever. They still have a chance to win this. Even though it is a small one, they still have a little chance. Are they trying to go for the B cap again, just like the other team did? Cap point advantage is slightly on side of the red team here. Yet, the red team also lost some hit points already. Around 500 hit points. That is about a shot difference here from an IS-4 or E5. Between those teams, it may pay off in the late game if the blue team, Bella's minions, are able to make a push at the right time, in the right place. But it seems like they are not getting to the low enemy. They will meet Kura though. He's getting tracked. Kura is tracked. Will they be able to punish Kura further? Is that a disconnect? No, he's perma-tracked. He is perma-tracked. And I think there may have been some internet problems involved as he did not back off. We're seeing packet loss here on Kura. on Kura's side, which probably just cost them the game. He did have the time to repair his track and get around, go away, but no, the 140 is dead. The 140 died first. Kura is still in the game. Exit. Okay, we're seeing a rematch here. Yeah, players gave up. Okay. Players gave up. We are seeing a rematch of this one. Yep, fair enough. Oh, Kura offline. Maybe he's just switching Wi-Fi or whatever. Okay. I really hope that internet problems won't decide over any games here. I think the score is still the right one. Yeah, as the game was aborted, and there was nothing counted for the blue team, for the minions here. Same lineups, and very nice sportsmanship here that the teams decided to exit and play again. They could have just kept playing though. I don't know if there's anything in the rules about that. But we're seeing another map now, which may be helpful, but yeah, at this point, Oberbrüts have not played on Naval Frontier yet. I don't know about the other team, as I have not seen their first games. We are seeing some first spot here by T62, the F, on the C side, while Oran decides to do the first spot in the middle. He does not spot anything though, as the enemies are staying very passive, and we are seeing some nice bait here by Kura. He is waiting for the decap. C is getting capped now. Okay, 140 in B. This is a very risky move. He does not have any backup. He might be caught off guard here, as he will soon also have the F onto him. And it was not even needed to punish the A cap, as they could just take out the mobility here by going for the 140. Oh, that was a huge mistake here to get into the B cap with a 140 while the F was still on the C side. Maybe with some heavy it would have worked with proper backup, but the blue team's heavies were just too far away. They were both on the A side, just trying to cap off the base, and were not able to help as quickly as needed. The 140 basically got taken out for free, and we are seeing a massive brawl here, but with this gun advantage and the hit point advantage, there's basically no chance to turn this around anymore for the blue team. We're seeing some GGs. Nice sportsmanship really here. And yeah. Great games by the Oberbrüts. They kept performing and had a really dominant performance so far. Okay, next game in line will be against Elysium and Garfield, and I don't know, I have to look that up. I have to look it up. We are seeing... Okay, we are seeing Dubeka against I'll break my display. Where's the last part? Did it get deleted? Okay. I break my monitor, not display. Okay. Yeah. We are seeing I break my monitor with Kuma, Daniel, Ranger. We've seen them in the first game already. Against Dubeka with Elysium, Garfield, and Alpha. It will be very exciting on this game also. Let me see. Is it, am I wrong? Am I right? Actually, yep. Too big up versus I break my display monitor. Why monitor? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Ah, great game so far. Yep. Also, we have to keep in mind all of these players are clanmates, and therefore we can expect them to really be kind to each other and allow for a rematch a on a defeat because of ping issues. As yeah, this is what to expect from friendly clanmates as we have on BPS here. All right, next ones are already in the room. I'm still waiting for a second to see their lineups, as they should not see them on stream yet. Oh, I should also ready up. Okay. Okay. And the Oberbrüts, no. Oberbrüts? They're not meant to play. Actually, this is not the team that is supposed in the room. Room 2? No, oh, we are, oops, okay, we are in round 3. I was wrong about that. I was wrong here. So, we are seeing Gaseo in his e5 still. The F did not decide for another T22. Did not decide to go for another T22 again. But apparently collector tanks are actually blocked from the game. They are not allowed here. Therefore, we will see some 140s and T62s instead. Let's move up. Okay, we are seeing double 140. That is risky lineup here with a really high damage potential due to the DPM, but they do not have any armor nor hit points. As you can see, 800 hit points less on the side of the blue team from the beginning on. Question is, are they able to make use of the extra mobility and DPM? They already hit some shots here, while on the red side we are seeing a E100, which is certainly far less mobile than 140s and Nice 4. Yet the E100s does have lots and lots of hit points. And if he loses a couple of hit points, it doesn't hurt. It does really not hurt. He is still on 2600. That's only 200 less than the blue IS4, which is in a defensive position here towards the C side. It would be very hard to push onto this IS4 here. While on the other side we are seeing a double cap. 2 bases being taken at the same time. Korra is not able to decap from here. He's too late for that. And Garfield is already turning around. Korra does not even need to look for this position anymore. I think, yeah, the blue team could possibly just ignore the E100 and push the others here. As the others just have less hit points, E100 is too far from the fight. If the blue team would just decide to push in, even though they don't have to, they could just decide to ignore the E100 and kill the others first, and they would have very good chances of winning this. But at this point, it is not needed to do anything for the blue team. They are just lining up in a very defensive formation here behind the C-cap. Even though, yeah, they do not own the C-cap, they would have to go for it sooner or later. E100 is flanking around here. And we are seeing a counter cap of the B cap from Garcia Jones here. And will the 140s respond to that? Yes, they do. Of course they do. There's nothing to defend C anymore except for the T62. Maybe he will have some decapping shots. It's going to be interesting to see. Maybe some HEs. Nope. Behind this rock here, Garfield is perfectly covered to cap off the C cap. There are not enough tanks on the field to have decaps and caps on everything. But the IS-4 is able to still have an eye on the A cap. He does have clear shots onto this spot here. He can decap all the base. And we are again seeing double cap pressure on the side of the blue team. Dubeka here. I don't even know what that means. They have to tell me. But we are seeing a counter push onto the C-cap. The T62 is going in together with the E5. And Garfield is caught off guard. He is in the middle of everything. May the E5 actually punish this? No, he's going around for the safe route. Could have maybe taken or risked taking a shot from the IS-4 to get the 140 there. The F is getting focused hard. Garcia certainly cannot shield into both sides, and cap points are ticking over for the blue team. That was a really great use of the double mediums there. I told you in the beginning it was very tricky to make use of double 140s. They did not even have to go for a lot of damage. They just perfectly played out the positional game, got in some early shots, and got double caps as soon as they could, while also taking the C cap again, while also decapping B, or was it A? It was A with the IS-4. Very good positioning there by the blue team. Strong performance so far. Are we going to see any lineup changes? That is the question now. Alpha sticks to the 140, Elysium sticks to the IS-4, and Garfield sticks to the 140. Interesting. Would really not have expected double medium lineups here. Also, double E5, T62 is certainly the preferred choice for the red team, for the Opa Breeds here. That's missing the pumpkin on this orange camo. Okay. Let's fly away. Oh, it's a random map and it is the same spawn and same map again. That is some funny coincidence. Are we going to see the same strat? Nope. Double 140s going straight away for the B cap, or for the A cap. IS-4 going into the B cap. And the red team is trying a cannon push here, but they won't meet anything. They won't meet anything. They try to ignore the caps and go for the push onto this IS-4 position there. If anyone was camping, they would have found him. But Garfield is going to get surprised. Question is, will the F and Garcia respond to that and quickly push onto Garfield? Garfield is at great risk. He knows about that. He's pretty sure. He is sure about his risk. He knows about it and manages to back off just behind the IS-4 again. So he does have the meat shield in front of him and can now push onto Garcia, which is a little bit isolated here on the side of the Opa Breeds. He does have backup by Korra and the F though, but Garcia cannot. Nope, he cannot escape. He tried to go forwards to get off another shot on Alpha, which might have been just a bit too much. He should have maybe just tried to retreat and hope for his teammates to punish the push in a proper way. Oops. The F is probably going to chase Alpha down. What are the hit points saying? 1k over 1k hit point advantage on the side of the blue team here. There's not really a chance for the red team to turn this around. And I think the F is well aware of that. He gave up already. He gave up. He does not move anywhere anymore. Double cap pressure again on the side of the blue team. Strong performance again with the double 140s. Mobility really paying off. The push on the side of the red team going into nowhere. Okay. Oh, Oberbrüts are trying to respond to the aggressive lineup of the blue team to Baker. And also decide to go for a nice 4 double 140 combination. Yeah, if it's proven, then why not try it? Even though it is it is just copying the enemy lineup without any shame. They will have to win this, and they are lacking they lacked the ideas to counter this double 140 lineup in a proper way, and decided to go for exactly the same and are hoping to do the better decisions. And the Elysium is caught alone here. The F is aggressive in front of him. Gaseo Kura already leading into the push. But Elysium is not getting taken down yet. It is a bit tricky to focus the eyes for. But both teams, both 140s of both teams are deciding to focus down the ice 4. Yet I think Gaseo is getting punished more than the enemy 140s, which might be a clear disadvantage in the late game, as there were some crucial shots onto the 140 instead of the ice 4 on top. Yet at this point it is a 3 versus 2. Hit points still in the favor now. They are slightly in the favor of the red team here. I don't know, hard decision here. Focusing the 140 could have been a huge advantage in the late game. Okay, the IS-4 is taken out, but the 140 also. Focusing the 140 here could have been a huge advantage in the late game, but due to this, the Reds were still left with 3 guns, while the blue team did have 2 guns left only, and they were not able to get away, make use of the mobility to maybe flank around. Yeah, enemies were just had the same possibilities with their mobility, and it was a tricky choice here to either go for the DPM mobility 140, kill the 140 here, or just keep focusing the IS-4. And in the end, focus fire was more important than focusing the right targets. Are we seeing some... we are seeing some special lineup here. Okay. Some special lineup here with double 50Bs. If they keep playing like this, 1E5 double 50B, and on the side of the upper poots, we are seeing still the double 140s on the IS-4, or are they going for something else? That is the question here. Nope, they're going for some more mobility again. Heavy armor. Okay. Oh, I have to ready up. Did they... I think that might be a counter. If they have seen this. Okay, we are seeing triple e5 here against double 50b and oh, speed. We need speed against the double 50b and e5 combination. Elysium already getting spotted. Some aggressive push going on here by the red team. Will they keep pushing? Garfield is spotted with his 50b. But, oh, Alpha is getting focused hard. He is in the wrong position to escape. He should have been the one to back up and back up his teammate, this E5, instead of being the one to get focused. Oh, that was some crucial shots there. As, yep, the 50B got taken out, yet it is still 2v2. But the 50B will have only one clip and he will be pretty easy target. Okay. Interesting to see what's going on here, but the double 50Bs were not able to get used to the extent that they were supposed to be. Yep, quite a bit too aggressive by Alpha here to move in, as Elysium at the same time managed to move out with the e5. Yet it was hoped for the e5 to get focused while the 50Bs could flank around. And this did not work out. Elysium, last one left, will not be able to turn around anything here anymore. He is still trying his best, trying to get the one-shot Garcia Jones, even though with 408 hit points, he would need a high roll with AP, so I doubt that Garcia is going to make this mistake. And he is moving out, but Elysium does not connect with this shot. Okay. I was a bit worried that this might have been a counter. Therefore, because there's don't tell anyone there is no delay on the stream, as I didn't manage to find the option to that. Therefore, I will quickly not show the screen anymore. And yeah, wait for the enemy lineups to be chosen. Maybe this wasn't a counter after all, and the triple e5 just, yeah, were just thought to be another good option against 140s, etc. Alright, still the triple e5 lineup on the side of the upper boots here against double FV42. Quite an interesting choice. Let's see how they are going to make use of these tanks, which are quite risky to play, but they do have this huge DPM potential with a hash gun. Insane DPM if they are able to use the hash. Also the E5s will not be able to make use of the reactive armor if the hash is used. Therefore, this is really an interesting choice. This really might pay off for the blue team here, and they're flanking around with the FVs already. They might have an option here to catch Korra. Yep, they do. Oh, a failed hash shot. That's a great risk of shooting hash, as you often fail your shots and then you will not get any damage. But we are seeing a counter push here by Korra and the F with the double E5s. They try to focus out the FE42 and Garfield is not able to escape. This will be a brawl. I don't know if Elysium is there on time, if the FE42 will survive long enough. Oh, we're seeing the E5 of the red team being taken out first. Awesome performance here by Garfield. Manages to get around the dead corpse of the E5 and survives long enough to have an even gun amount on both sides again. But still, the hit points are in the favor. The hit points are even in the favor of the blue team here. Gaseo is a bit too aggressive. He is getting shot by 2 tanks, while Koa is not able to get off shots onto the FV42. Focus fire, in this case, was just better on the side of the blue team here, with Dubeka having these insane DPM tanks. Very yeah, very risky move to pick those kind of tanks. And yet it paid off. It paid off for the Dubeka team. Risky lineups with high DPM, good mobility that allowed for some great map control here. I'm a big fan of the FE42, therefore I'm happy to see this time being used effectively in a tournament game, even though it was only a 3v3. But the hash potential against E5s, where you can hash the sides of the tank, was just amazing to see here. I think we are straight away heading into the next team. I don't know why Lazu Beggy changed the sides there, because now, never mind, the title won't be correct anymore. I will hide the screen again for the stream, so that nobody will be able to see the lineups. All right. Now we only need the team to be moved into into the team. We are again seeing the team of Daniel from Legion, Kuma from North, the former W1N Win player and former Aqua medium player, now also in BPS. And the third one is Ranger from Pramo. 3 top players here that teamed up. Question is whether they will be able to play in harmony, or will they not be able to counter such great tactical games here from the side of the Dubeka team with Elysium, Garfield and Alpha. We still need a second. People are still changing their tanks, and I will get myself something to drink. All right. Nope, people are not ready yet. Let's see. Still waiting for the tanks being chosen. Some lineup changes here. Pretty different lineup so far. Okay, let's wait a second to get into detail, as the last tank is still being chosen by. I will break my monitor. I think Everyone should be ready. And nope, we are not starting yet. Go ready up, guys. We are still not certain what to choose here. We are seeing some very interesting tank choices here. Okay. Only waiting for the last one. Okay, he was shortly offline. I guess he should be back now. Readying up in a second. We are seeing some Kranwagens here for the first time of this tournament. Also, VK72 and IS7 couldn't be less meta on these tank choices. Nice to see those tanks here. Very experimental lineups here on the side of the Dubeka team. But now they are lacking the mobility they had before. The great mobility that saved them most games to this point, except from insanely great gameplay, obviously. On the side of the I will break my monitor team, we have also one Kranwagen, 140 and the T110E5. I would assume that this team, blue team, is heading towards C, as it allows for some better map control and a quick first cap. While also they try to get the spots and yeah, they get to try to get some crossfire from the B cap. Yes, they will leave their 140 alone on C. IS7 is spotted now on his move towards C. He will maybe get some shots in from the Kranwagen in the beginning. Oh, fire or ranger in the middle here, too aggressive. Taking a first hit by the VK72. And it was a big one. That one hurts. C is getting cut by Alpha here with his IS7. While Elysium is being very aggressive with his Kranwagen, trying to put pressure onto Daniel in the middle there. Kuma at the same time is trying to secure the cap on the A side, as he chose the wrong cap to go for in the first place. It was not necessarily the wrong choice, but he would not have been able to face an IS7 there. Daniel is getting focused down. He is losing on the trades against Elysium, even though both players are in a Kranwagen. And technically there should be some backup for Daniel, but he will get shot from behind. Nope. The i7 misses. It is certainly not known for its great accuracy. And the i7 misses its shot. Daniel gets away. Yet he will be taken down soon. He only has 700 hit points left. And Elysium does have 2 shots loaded. Yep, i7 is... no, it was Elysium with the Kranwagen taking him out. Alpha is getting punished heavily. Yet Ranger on fire also is. He is getting taken out. Some very great crossfire here. And it's a very successful push by the Veil, BPS and Serenity team that really showed some strong performance here on their movements. And even though they didn't have a lot of mobility on this game, they were able to pincer the enemy heavy tanks that were in the middle of the map. A very clever gameplay here, to be honest. And only the 140 is left. He obviously doesn't stand a chance against all these enemy tanks. And yeah, he will die quickly. There he goes. Big explosion there. And he's down. Okay, that was a very nice game here. Even though the Dubeka team did not have any mobility, except from the IS7, which isn't that mobile, nor did they have the DPM. All of their tanks are low DPM tanks. they were able to pincer the enemies and flank around. They were able to move faster because the 140 had to run away, tried to go for the cap, and was not able to support his teammates in the middle of the map. Also, the Kranwagen got shot from behind, I think, on the B cap. No, he did not. He just lost on the trades there, to be honest. And the E5 got pincered from two sides, with the 140 being out of the fight for too long. Some more players thinking this tournament was a public one. No, it is definitely not. Only BPS and friends. Those guys, Alpha here and Elysium, are both former BPS players from the team that we started with, and did not get into the top 8 by a small margin on the last winter season. Okay. Oh, I almost kicked away my iPad here. We are seeing... Oh, I have to show you the game, obviously. Almost forgot about that. I guess I need a second... I need a second screen for my laptop for streaming for this, like this. Well, we are seeing 1-1 S2B and 113. Again, some interesting choice of tanks on the side of Dubeka here. As the red team now, while on the blue team, we are seeing some very passive gameplay with an FE40, oh not FE42, FE215B, with the Octopus X camouflage that you had to win 6 or 4 masteries for. Kranwagen here, spotting up the first 2 tanks, and the Batshit behind. The Batshit might be very helpful for getting some map control, getting some cross shots, but he does not have a lot of hit points, nor DPM, and in a 3v3, that might come costly. Okay. Oh, I'm a bit struggling here. I'm sorry for the flashy camera movement. Okay. Some hit points being lost on both sides here. Hit point advantage to the red team. Elysium is getting focused down, and he's dead. That was a quick focus fire on the 113 with a high DPM. But Kuma is also dead now, and it is 1 Kranwagen and a Batshit against 2 mediums, which have far better DPM. And they do have 600 hit points less, yet it will be very hard to make use of the extra hit points with a lack of DPM. The Batshit would have to help the Kranwagen here, but he's getting focused. He is getting focused, is not able to help, while Daniel struggles to chase the mediums as he is driving a very slow tank. He does not have any shots, and he misses one very important shot here. And yeah, he will need a couple of seconds to reload his next shot. He is getting taken down. DPM advantage clearly striking again. Batshit though manages to take out the medium. Garfield is dead. Yet the Batshit is left as a one-shot against a very healthy medium, with a cap advantage also on the side of Alpha with his STB1 here. He's just going for the B cap. He is not even trying to chase. A wise choice. He does not have any mobility. And at the same time, Ranger is too afraid to cap the C cap, as he thought, okay, if he is in the cap, then Alpha might peek around at any time, killing him and destroying him. Alpha is even going for the A cap? Yes, he is. A also being capped. But where is he looking? Oh, he might get surprised soon. Oh, are we seeing another shot? No. Fire is going for the reload. 770 hit points on the side of Alpha. Fire still needs 3 shots for that. If he does not get off some track shots, he will not have a chance. He needs to track Alpha, and Alpha needs to bounce or miss for Fire or Ranger to win this game. Nope. A nice first shot there by Fire. Yet Alpha did not hesitate and pushed in for a safe kill shot. Great game there. I think, yeah, with the Batchet losing a lot of hit points there as the Kranwagen was supposed to be focused. That was game-winning focus fire on the side of Dubeka, which continues to pick some interesting lineups. I like these games here between these two teams, not just WE5 and T22 spam, but just amazingly special lineups that are quite interesting to see. Nothing like meta tanks here on these games, even though they are certainly not playing bad tanks. But certainly not the easiest tanks to play. And I would not have expected such lineups in a 3v3 tournament, especially if there's some money to win. Yeah, you've heard that right. We do have a prize pool for the first places. It is, I think, 150 euros for the first place. Therefore, people are certainly not playing for the memes here. Top 4 will go through to the finals or semifinals. And at this point, I don't really have a clue about what the chart is looking like, but let's focus on the game here. Some very nice first cap here by the Batchet, putting the blue team at a solid cap point advantage with 2 caps ticking against 1. The mobility of the double Batchets used to the perfection here. FE405 was not able to catch anyone yet, but he's going for some cross shots onto the Kranwagen. Oh, that will hurt. That is going to hurt. That will be a full clip from the RV. No, only 2 shots. No, there was the third one also. And the clip of the FV405 certainly hurts, even if you are playing a tank with a lot of hit points like Kranwagen. He is aborting his push, he is backing off and saying, nope, it's not worth it, peeking out anymore. He would have had the chance to focus down the FE215B, I think, but the FE45 managed to diminish his chances there. And the Kranwagen is quickly taken out by a nice push here by Alpha, while Fire and Kuma both are not in position to support in a proper way and did not really have the opportunity, did not really have the chance and shots onto the to shoot the FE42 and FE215B, which are the most dangerous tanks for the late game. Now it is a 3v1. Clear advantage to the red team here. Fire does not have the cap point advantage anymore, as the second cap is getting taken here for the red team. Very nice move there by the FE405, creating some crossfire. Too aggressive from the Kranwagen. No safe positioning and going for some height advantage would have been very beneficial here, would have been very helpful. 3-0 in this game in a best of 5, that it means it is a win to the Dubeka team. Awesome performance there. Really interesting games on this year. Love to see these. Okay. Let's see how we are continuing. Okay. I don't know what is going to be our next game. Are we? Oh, we're still in the group stage, I think. Yep. We're seeing Dubeka now play against Billis Minions. And next in line is I break my monitor again against Billis Minions. Okay, therefore Dubeka will stay on the room, waiting for the second team. Some time for me to take a break, read the chat. Some Serenity support here for Alpha. Hi, People Devil. Yeah, 113G. Wouldn't that be an option for you guys, Alpha and Dubeka team? At this point, the FE45 was the first TD seen on the 3v3 tournament. Understandably, as the TDs do not offer a lot of hit points. They do have some great guns and DPM, but they are lacking a lot of hit points and mobility and armor mostly also. And therefore, it is mostly pretty easy to outmaneuver the TDs if they are not used correctly. But in the last game, we have seen how to make use of some TD. Even though the FE45 is a different story with the highest damage output of all the TDs in the game. Like, what does it need? 4.4 seconds with the intraclip reload consumable for 3 times 460 damage. No other tank gets close to that. No autoloader. And no single shotgun, obviously. Okay. Still waiting for the next enemies here. Which will be the minions again. Give me the time to breathe and relax a bit. Intense commentating. Still a lot of games to go at this point, as we are only in the group stage. We will still have the semifinals and the finals, obviously. And right now we are at around 6. Nope. Round 5. Round 5 it is now. And there will still be one more round in the group stage. People are coming into the room. Maybe we are seeing some interesting tank choices again by the Dubeka team. Okay, I should ready up already, so don't miss anything. Okay. The Mega Brutes team, which we haven't seen so far, also has a strong performance of several wins, but I'm not fully aware of which team is so far leading the chart. But I guess Dubeka does have a very strong performance. Okay, let's head up. Some e5, is4, 140 combination again on the side of the blue team here, while we are seeing a Foch WZ130 in GFT. And an E50M on the side of the red team here. Garfield in his E50M is quite alone, but he will meet the 140 and he should be able to 1v1 the 140. 140 really is not the best tank for 1v1s. And yeah, it will struggle. It will definitely struggle. The heavies are too far away to help out. Maybe they can move in. They are faster than the enemy TDs, yet they might get punished heavily on the crossing. Ooh, we will see some big shots here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you don't want the Foch autoloader and the WZ-113 right behind you. But now 140 is still alive and Legundo is able to help him out countering the E50M, but Venalty is trapped in the river. He did not continue pushing. I think he had the chance as the Foch was already reloading. He would have only had to take one more shot and he would be safe. But as of now, he is dead. He is dead. The 140 is dead. And only the IS-4 remains. With the lineup of the 113 and the Foch E50, never to be seen clan war tanks in the current meta, the Dubeka team managed to make them work. GG on that. Yeah, we will take him with this IS tank. We are seeing a pattern. A double TVP on the side on the side of Dubeka. Triple TVP. Well, that is going to hurt. I'm sure about that. Double leopard are the pattern on the side of Bella's minions here. I'm sure people decided to just meme around here and have some fun with the tanks. I guess the blue team does not really have to have a chance to get into the top 4 anyways at this point anymore. But we will see. So far, the red team here, Dubeka, impressed with the ability of making any setup work, whereas the other teams mostly went for more solid lineups. And We are seeing both teams heading towards A, just like a random game, but with the difference of only 3 tanks on the map. Only 3 mediums. Are they trying to risk a cap? Oh, this might hurt. This might hurt. First shot being missed. Oh, the pattern is getting punished heavily. He's down. He's down. He had no chance to escape anywhere. Oh, with a lineup like this was a risky move. Elysium is calling for help. He YOLO'd in. But Alpha and Garfield can just reload their clips and take out the next tank now. Leopard run is getting focused, and there he goes. But Garfield won't have the clip reload for killing the Leopard. Alpha did not decide to go for another whole reload. Gets the ram kill. Pushes him underwater. That should not be allowed. Triple TVP clipping massacre there. Awesome games. Oh, are we seeing Object 263? I would love to see that. And a 183 on the side of Bella's minions. Minions with big guns. Betcha. And Legundo is sticking to the pattern. Hello, this is not public. He can watch the stream though, if he wants to take part in the tournament in any way. But registration is over. We are seeing Kranwagen, double E4 and a Sheridan. Okay. The E4, basically the light E100 version, which is not good at anything, will show its capabilities. But I'm pretty sure in the hands of the Dubeka team, everything will work out. Sheridan going aggressive for the C-cap. Not encountering anything. He has double E4 behind him, covering him. Yet on the other side, we are seeing the blue cap and the blue team slowly heading towards A. Not quite understanding how fast the Sheridan was able to get into the cap. And this is going to be a standoff for some time. Nope, the 183 already gets punished. E4 is getting a bit too aggressive maybe, but he is still able to cover, as he also has some backup behind him with another E4 and a Sheridan, which do not really allow the blue team to push in. Yet they do. The 183 is moving in towards the B cap. Nope, he had the Sheridan behind and tried to escape probably. But now he will get visited from behind by an E4. But also the E4. Look at this camo. Why would you put this awesome camo on this ugly tank? I don't know. But Alpha is down. The E4 was not good enough for him. Also the 183 is down. We are still seeing Kranwagen and the pattern against Sheridan and E4. Hit points on the side of the blue team. Kranwagen does have 2 shells loaded at this point. As long as Legundo does not lose any hit points, they do have good chances of winning this game. I think Venalty should just reload his clip and go in for the E4 here at this point, while Legundo can just go behind the E4. As the Sheridan does not really have the DPM and can just run away. Okay, we are seeing a move here. Team moving in. No, he's not going for the caps. And game freeze. Nothing's working anymore. I'm sorry for that. I think, yep, laptop crash. I don't know if I'm still live. Nope, it's working again. And I was so close to closing the stream and shutting down the laptop. Kranwagen is left as a one-shot, 500 hit points. We're seeing some HE shouts. No way to win this. Still for the blue team. Well, I would have loved to see a turnaround here maybe for some close games. So, but sadly, nothing like that anymore yet. Still some very funny games to see here with a lot of very interesting lineups that were still not used in a bad way. Okay, 3-0 for the Dubeca team here. I hope the stream was working. Yeah. Looks like everything's working again. All right. We will have one more game in the group stage before we are heading into the semifinals and the finals. Balanced minions are leaving. And who's moving in? I think it might be the team of, nope, Balanced minions are actually playing again. Also the, I break my monitor team. Okay. Let's have a look at the table, maybe. Okay. At this point, some great work there by Fizzy. Everything lined up here. Okay, let's see for the other rooms. Mega Brutes lost one game and won 3. I can't see the final results of any team now. I would have to do the math for every team. But I still have some time. It's fine. Okay. Let's see which team maybe does have the most wins at this point. Dubeca does have a first win here. On this room, they have won every game so far, so 3 wins. And they won't play again. No, probably, yeah, 4 wins actually. Okay. Dubeca undefeated. And I break my monitor. Lost one here. Lost. 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 Not looking good for I break my monitor. Okay, quickly checking. Nope. They were just stopped playing here and they left the room. They misunderstood something, I think. What's the rest of the table saying? Some team I did not follow also. Uganda forever. Let's see for them. Where did they play? Oh, they played all the games on room 3. And they won 2 of them. The result of this one is still pending. Okay. They're probably in top 4 also. Which teams are also still in the game? So we do have the Mega Poots in the top 4, probably. Dubeka in the top 4. Upper Poots probably also in the top 4. Yeah, two wins, 1 defeat here. And they got defeated here. They will still play against Uganda forever. Okay. Going to be interesting. Still takes some time. I think I've just yeah. Have I checked every team? So in the top 4 are Mega Poots, Upper Poots, Uganda forever, and Dubeka probably. Let's wait. I will quickly drink something and yeah, I will be right back in a minute. Starting again. Okay, just in time to move in. Let's head up. The M48. Oh, he's just texting. He's not moving anywhere. Okay, no, he's moving. He's moving towards the middle. I was wrong about that. While the Kranwagen Kuma from north is also being aggressive in the middle here, trying to get off some early shots onto the crossing enemies towards A side. While the C side is uncontested by the blue team, and Daniel is able to get the quick cap on the C cap, and yep, A will also be taken. No decaps on the side of the red team here in this case, but we are seeing some great map control here, to be honest. Kranwagen is very hard to push onto. The E5 being very aggressive here. He might find the M48. M48 is very isolated. If the red team decided to push onto him, they could probably take him out. But he has double heavies right behind him. They are now moving up to support him. Some hit points lost on the crossing. But Legundo, the red team also lost some hit points already, with Kuma and the 140 having taken a shot. Hit points still in the favor of the red team. Mostly because of the high hit points of the Kranwagen and few hit points of the FE215B. We're seeing a push. We are seeing a push onto the E5. The question is, will this work out? The E5 is isolated, yet he does have backup by the 140. I don't know about the Kranwagen. He is moving in. He's moving in. And blue team was too hesitant. The pattern, though, is now in the back of the E5, maybe delivering some crucial cross shots there. Yet Icefall is taken out. Icefall is down, and also the FE215B is a one-shot now. He is dead. He is dead. Which means only the M48 pattern is left alone against 3 enemies. The E5, now he gets taken out. He should have been dead far sooner. Yeah. Very few shots can really do a lot of changes and be very important for such games in a 3v3 tournament. Some hit points lost here and there, and hesitation on a push might cost you some games. Even with more people in the team, hesitation is mostly what is deciding over the outcome of the games on a professional level. Are we seeing the same setups again? T125 and 140 on the side of the red team here. I break my monitor. Maybe also the Kranwagen again. Are we seeing a triple medium lineup on the side of Bella's minions? Nope, they are going for the Griller. They are going for the Griller. So that means M48 pattern and Object 140 plus Griller. They will have to hope for a big map. They will need a huge map now so that they can make use of the Griller 15. I don't know if the black gold wheel map is sufficient in spots for the Griller. We will have to see whether the Griller can be used to the greatest extent. Everyone heading towards the A side on this game. It looks pretty much like a random game here. Not really a lot of map control, even though very mobile tanks are on the setup. At the same time, the red team is able to get off 2 caps at the same time. And the blue team does not have a single cap yet. Now decides to also cap off the base A. But they will have a huge cap point disadvantage also. The hit point disadvantage is substantial. Almost 2000 hit points less on the side of the blue team. They do have more DPM though. But not that much more. With the M48 also not having the greatest DPM in the game. I'm excited to see the ideas that the blue team will have, if they do have any. At this point, they are just trying to spot their spawn, where Fire or Ranger got spotted also. And on the other side, we do have the Gorilla and the Button. 140 is able to run away without getting punished so far. And the E5s are slowly moving in. Blue team is now all trapped in a very small spot here in this little corner. I don't know why Kuma tries an HE on the Gorilla. Dude, no, I'm trapped. I can't move anywhere. But at least I can see most of the things. So I don't have to worry about moving the camera anymore. We are seeing a 1v1 here from the Pattern against the 140, which is probably won by the Pattern actually. While on the other side, I could move out. Perfect. Yep. Pattern won the 1v1. Now it is 3 versus 2, yet the hit point advantage is huge on the side of the T110 E5s. Now the 140 is taken out. The Gorilla is right in front of the E5s, not able to get anywhere, and the cap points are ticking over for the red team. Can we all go shared in Missile? Well, if both teams agree on that, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. IS4 AMX 50B, very nice choice, on the 140 on the side of the blue team here, still trying to win, while the red team goes for full meme lineup with 183, FE42 and the Gorilla 15. Going to be interesting to see where this is going. If the red team is able to win with this kind of setup, would be very nice to see actually. But I wish all my best luck to the blue team, of course, also. They would deserve a win also at this point, even though there's no way for them to get into the top 4 anymore. It will be the last game to play for them. They're giving their best, yet losing some hit points on the go already. But the red team also lost some hit points. And we are seeing 7,000 hit points almost on the blue side against only 5,300 hit points on the red side. And the blue team is making great use of that by just going for the push straight away. I do have a cap point advantage, and they catch the Gorilla. Take one shot only, and the Gorilla will be dead. Maybe the Gorilla is getting off another shot here. IS4 is getting punished heavily, but the Gorilla goes down. FE42 now, though, has the height advantage in this case here, gets another hash shot into the 140, while the 183 is just overlooking the whole thing and having a nice time, not really doing much. We are... Oh, we're seeing a bounce here from Kuma on Venalty. He baited a shot with his 50B. It goes for a shot onto the FE42 on the move, actually. Nice choice there. Maybe a bit of a risky shot, yet he was able to get the shot in. But he gets shot for a hash shell from the 183. This game will clearly go to the blue team. the tanks chosen by the red ones were just not good enough to counter such a strong lineup. Also some good gameplay here. A very nice push onto the FE42 and the Gorilla, while the 183 was not able to help as he had the AMX-50B in front of him and would have lost 1200 hit points for shooting once. There he goes. Quite foggy on this map, to be honest. Yeah, that's not it. There will still be another game because yep, because the red team lost the game here. All right, what setup are we going to see next? Funny to see how all these people try to get into the tournament. We are going to see double E5 and a budget and a full Russian team on the side of the Belarus minions. One IS-4, the rarely seen IS-7, and a 140. And we are on Lost Temple. Who would have expected a low-tier map in this tournament? But yeah, it's all the maps are in rotation, as map mode is totally random. I was actually surveyed by Wargaming whether to allow some maps to go to be played on higher tiers, and Lost Temple will soon not be played anymore, as it will be updated. It will have some changes, and then we can all play this map on higher tiers also. But so much about the trivia. Let's get into the game here. This ramp here, these stairs, are very important on this map actually, as they allow for some great positions, some nice hull down positions and height advantage that really give you the option to oversee all of the city. Red team tried to stay passive, as they were well aware that they had a bad shit. They could not be too aggressive, yet did not want to give up the city completely. The bad shit is constantly going from some cross shots from the flank. Actually, the positioning here and the crossfire by the red team is a lot better than by the blue team, which did have the height advantage and hull down positions, but they had to make a move now. They had to make a move, even though they did not have to, but because they have a cap. But they've seen their opportunity to push onto the heavies, with the Batchet being far away. Yet the Batchet is quite fast, and I'm not sure whether the push is working out at this point. Legundo is already dead in his IS-4. The 140 is a one-shot. Yet, yep, now it is 2v1. 2v1, Batchet and full E5 against the IS-7 on the blue side. No way the IS-7 is going to turn this around. Not even with a fire and HE for 714 damage. Oh, sorry. Alright. That's it for the blue team. I'm not entirely sure, but I think also the not only Belarus minions, but also I'll break my monitor is probably out of the tournament. They did not make it to the top 4, but I might be wrong about this. I will have to see. And therefore, GG's to both of the teams here. I'm not entirely sure whether we are going to see a break my monitor again, but Definitely some awesome games. Thanks for participating and showing off your skill here. All right. Let's wait for the semifinals. And it's getting tough now. Now we are heading towards the closest and most exciting games. Probably, hopefully. I don't know. We did have some very interesting games there with the lineups being taken. Going to be interesting to see what's coming next. All right. Will I take a short break before the next games are starting? I think so. All this talking. It's quite exhausting. All right. I will take a break of a few minutes, wait for the enemies to move in. Let's play some music again. And yeah, I will still have an eye on the chat while we are waiting. But yeah, I need a drink. Christmas music? No, no Christmas music. Let's go for, I don't know about the music here. Alright. No, this is not the next game, but I'm back already. We're just seeing Daniel and Becky and Lasso going for some fun 1v1 here. You're getting streamed now. You will see all these bouncers. Everyone will see them. No. But you could see already on the leaderboard right now. Sadly, the last teams did not make it. Better's minions, and I'll break my monitor out. Hopefully all displays are still alive. But that means we will have some even more exciting games in the next few minutes, hopefully. I don't know exactly. What about the others here? No, they're still playing. Seem to be some very close games there. Room 3 is down. Okay. Well, we are still waiting. Let's go for another game here. Legion versus Legion. Yeah. Ooh. Interesting housing here. Both guys are heading for the medium side. No. Where's the other one? Man. Am I blind? Oh, there he is. Oh, there was some great performance here by myself. Not being able to find this guy. Never mind. Let's fly around a bit. First shots being taken. Nobody's armed yet. Interesting to see Lasso going for the increased armor while Daniel is going for more hit points. So maybe it's just because of sandbags. Yeah, that could also be the case. That Lasso does not use the sandbags on his E5. In my opinion, it definitely should. 200 hit points more will certainly save you some games. What would you have otherwise? Maybe 3% better crew. Doesn't change a lot. Hi, Australian. My guy. I thought about playing actually, but yeah, as Bella just said, I won the last one, and to me, streaming some kind of tournament like this is a new thing, and it's some nice practice. I've never tried something like this, and even though practicing World of Tanks Blitz even further would also be nice, but I think streaming some tournament is probably better for me. Like, I will have more benefits from that than playing myself. Even if I get some prize money on the tournament, it's not really worth the practice that I get from commenting here. Even though I would certainly not say that I would win the tournament. We do have some really strong players right now on the clan. And yeah, they are very experienced in tournaments. I hope the others are not waiting in the room yet. If you did not notice, this is not that 3v3 tournament. This is just some break filler. In my guess, those were some close games also on the last 3v3. Some face-like battle now. Who's going to win it? 404 hit points versus 1400. Oh, there he goes. To the moon. Are people in the room yet? No. Are people chatting who has just been on the stream also? Is the other... They're still playing. They're still playing. I want to see the score. Okay, 2 versus 2-2. This is going to be close. Next game will decide. Next game will decide over the outcome, and no, they're both in the top 4. So actually, this doesn't even matter at all. At this point, you can still watch Rolling's cover of the stream here, of these games, while the semifinals and finals will be only on my stream again. But for me, it means I have to wait. At this point. You know what, I'm going for a gravity game. And I have to warn you, I have not played on PC for around a year. Let's see. Even though I have like 60,000 battles on PC, I'm pretty much out of practice now. I've tried a few games at some point, but I was really bad. My aim was so bad now. Let's see. Okay, we have auto aim here. That might be helpful. Or some lost problems. I've had that in a couple past days. It's probably not because of the stream, actually. Nah. Maybe I should just use auto aim, because I can't aim otherwise. Yeah. Feeling much better. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, prizes for the tournament are actually 150 euros for the first place, 90 euros for the second. And they still can choose whether they will split the prize before the game or if they will rather go for the whole thing. Actually, I prefer mobile gaming. Even though I played so many battles on my laptop, it just feels better on... Oh, okay, I got baited here. It just feels better and more more relaxing on my tablet. Besides the fact that I'm actually a better player on tablet. Oh, okay, bounce. But for shots like this, it is actually... Nice lag there. It's actually... he died. Helpful to not have auto-aim. As in gravity mode, you will quite often struggle to pre-aim. Ooh. Please don't lose hit points, okay. I'm a bit afraid that everyone's waiting already. Oh, never mind. I will go die here. Because it already took some time. Okay. Let's see whether the others are ready already. Ah, selected tank unavailable. Okay. The game's not going on anymore. Alright. Alright. Therefore... we will get into the next game very soon, hopefully. Yeah, I think everyone is on the room already. No. Garfield, Alpha, who was playing with them? Elysium. Elysium was playing with them. And he's still missing. Okay, let's ready up already. Okay, actually, I will change the scene again so that people won't be able to see everything. As we are getting close to readying up with everyone. Come on, guys. I've waited for long enough. We've all waited for long enough. It's time to move on. Okay, this will be... No, this will still be best of 5. Best of 7 only in the finals then. And... Yep, there will be 2 semifinals and only 1 finals. No game for place 3. As with only 6 teams, nobody has to be third. It will be another we only have first 2. That split up the prize pool. And we are seeing nobody readying up yet. No tanks being chosen. I highly doubt that the Dubeka team is going for double E4 and Sheridan again. This was their last game setup. Apparently they took a break also. While, okay, Bolt Carrier on the FE215B, Foxy in the 140, Timo E100. No. They're hiding their tanks. I should also. I should also hide this. I don't know if anyone's watching this from those people currently playing. And therefore, I rather hide all the stuff and only make it visible again when they are starting the game. All right. Oh, it's actually not the Oberbrüt team that is playing here. We are actually seeing still the Dubeka team with Elysium, Garfield, and Alpha. And on the other side, we are seeing the Oberbrüt team, not Megabrüt team. Getting confused about this. Alright, I guess I can show my desktop again, as people have chosen their tanks. Waiting for the last one. We're again seeing double 140 IS4 combination on both sides here on this game. I think these guys have faced each other already in the beginning of the stream. Oh, let's move up. Okay, we are seeing on one side, on the blue side, everyone heading towards the city. On the red side, the same. They will meet in the middle of the map, close to the A cup. There will be a shootout. Elysium spotted in his IS4. Same goes for Korra. Both teams are pretty much doing exactly the same thing. Double 140 against double 140. This is going to be interesting. This is all about the focus fire and the red team has already started with some better focus fire on the first shots. Garfield had to back off, while Alpha is now getting focus as he's in front. Elysium yet manages to move into the fight a bit faster than Korra, maybe. Hit points in the favor of the red team now. Some better trades there. And the first 140 is dead. First 140 is out. Second 140 rams himself to death. So now we are left with a 2v1 in a very fast game. Very quick gameplay here. Very aggressive, mirrored tactics on both sides. And it was all about focus fire in the beginning. First two shots went into the same 140 on the side of the red team, while on the other side they shot different 140s. Therefore, one 140 had to shield the other, and they were not able to play as effectively as intended to. Going to be interesting to see whether we are going to see the same lineup again. But nope. Both teams switched their lineups completely for a full heavy lineup with double E5 and a nice 4 on the side of the red team. Opa Brutes and triple E5s. Now on the side of the Dubeka team. Ui, what was happening there? Alright, we're heading into the game. Both teams heading towards the city here. Oh, not. Actually not. Actually not bad. We are seeing Garfield here on the far left. Close to C. Not knowing what is behind the walls. But the others also do not have vision on him. They decide to go for a push. Elysium is the one getting focused here in the middle of the map close to B. He is caught alone. 3 tanks on him. Will they give up all the positions to kill Elysium and sacrifice the positional advantage? Nope. They are able to take out Elysium. Great move by Korra. They're flanking around, getting behind the E5 there from another angle and blocking his path out of the river. It is a 2v3 at this point, and now it is 2v2 actually, but the hit point advantage is obviously clearly on the side of the blue team, that were just able to make an aggressive other red team that was actually making aggressive push early on, doing the initial push onto Elysium, which was a bit alone there, was the right thing to do. And a really clever move. And the F is probably also still going down, but now Korra tried to shield him, was not able to save the life of his teammate. It will be a 1v1. Korra bounces a shot, but it will be very tricky for Garfield to turn this around. 1v1 in face like against nice 4. That is very hard to penetrate, while the E5 obviously has a lot more weak spots in front of his tank. He's going for a cupola shot. But still, Korra has still 2000 hit points to play with. And takes out Garfield. Alright. 2-0 at this point. Quite a lot of lineup changes so far. Let's see whether the same thing is going to happen on the next one. Oh, I have to ready up still. Seems like there's still some talking going on, discussing about the next lineup and it is chosen. We are seeing double e5 and a nice 4 on the side of the red team here. The Oberbrüt versus Dubeka, who are going for nice 4, 140 and e5. Mobility advantage on the side of the Dubeka team. Hit point disadvantage low by 600 points. Yet they will go for an aggressive C-cap. But they will soon encounter a lot of enemies here. No C-cap. No C-cap, just some spots in a very aggressive position. Cora is spotted, Effenjarge is spotted, Gazeo is spotted. And now the blue team actually knows what's going on. They do know that they do have the tank advantage on the upper side here. But they're deciding to not go for the push. They could maybe go for Gazeo, or could have gone, but they decided otherwise. Moving back, trying to go for the cap, play it out safely. 140, going for another tricky, sneaky shot from above there. He does have a very dangerous position to the red team, as it will be very hard to reach Garfield there. He can just quickly fall down to either side. And we are seeing a move. We are seeing a move. Nope. Move is aborted. Mission aborted. As the IS-4 was behind the 140. Yet Elysium pushed in aggressively. Nice counter push there. Effenjarge, the F is getting punished hard. He is almost down. Hit points in the favor of the blue team now. Highly in the favor of the blue team. Yet Elysium is a one-shot. He will be out now. He was not able to deliver off any more shots. Hit points still in the favor of the blues. And they do have the 140 with a DPM advantage. E5, Gazeo Jones is getting tracked in place here. He was not able to drop down. It was his only chance, his only hope to escape down there. Even though that would have probably not won the game for him, as he would have only survived and Kura was alone against 2. And he is now getting farmed from behind from the 140, who is at his back. Kura is not able to do anything anymore. Great counter push there by Elysium, while the push onto the C side was aborted. Yet it was not soon enough to hold up Elysium and hold them up from killing everyone and killing the F first of all. Great move there. Oh, actually quite a nice damage spread on the side of the BPS Serenity Veil team, while there are 2 tanks pretty low on the other side here. All right. Everyone is already readied up. The Oberbrüts decided to go for the mobility lineup with double 140s again. And we are seeing another low tier map. I don't even know its name. People are not sure how to play this. Most of these players probably do have almost only tier 10 experience in the close past or in the recent past. We're seeing a bait here. We are seeing a nice bait there behind the house. Yeah, he's spotted now. it won't work out. It won't work out. But maybe going for the left side, for the medium side, was not an option for Kura, as he would have gotten spotted on the way. I'm somehow... No, I'm not stuck. I just have the camera speed pretty low. Alright. We do have some great map control here, actually, by the W140s and the IS-4 as an anchor, somewhat of the... yeah, somewhat behind the house there. It will be almost impossible for the blue team to push onto him. But because of that, the IS-4 will have cross shots from this angle, 140s will have cross shots from the other angle. Yet the blue team does have the height advantage here. Also, cap advantage on the blue side, just by a very small margin. They do have the cap advantage. It will be very easy actually to just move into the cap and stop it from ticking over for the IS-4 if the 140s move up simultaneously. But we will see how the upper boots are going to work this one out. Kura is slowly advancing. He is moving forward to get close to C. He has to be super careful though that he does not get counter pushed, which is happening already. E5 is going in, Elysium is pushing in. But Kura is able to cover behind this container. He would possibly be able to drop down, but maybe he doesn't even have to, as the 140s are also flanking up. They are chasing Garfield now. Garfield, the most dangerous tank on the field of the blue team, has to be taken out so that the 140s can do their job and farm off the heavy tanks. And Garfield did not manage to get away on time. Elysium is now in the open. Kura managed to get out of there. He is still alive. And now it is 3 versus Elysium. Great crossfire from every possible angle onto the Elysium there. Alpha is low, too low to change anything about this. Not able to shield or does not have the sufficient DPM on his IS-4 to help his teammate in the way needed. Another great map control game there, with a nice bait in the back, even though it did not really function as a bait that really that really stopped stopped the enemies. It did stop the enemies, but they did not die for pushing him. Yet yeah, he was holding them up. And is it 3v1 already? In this case, it is already a win for the Oberbreach team. If they... No, is it 3v1 already, or is the score wrong? I think it was it. That was it. Yeah, best of 5. That was it for this game already. Surprisingly, the Dubeka team was not able to keep up with their recent performance in the first games we've seen on this stream. They had some very clever moves and risky lineups, yet really made them work out. But the Oberbrüds, Kura, Effenjage, and what's the last one? Sorry, I forgot. Never mind. Gaseo it was. They were able to deliver some solid performance here. And we are heading into the finals. Guess we have to wait a few minutes for the other team to have finished. We will see Oberbrüds in the game, definitely. The other games are still going on. They are a bit behind us. We'll have to wait. We will have to wait a couple more seconds, minutes, until the next game, until the finals are starting. Can I put fog on ultra low? Yeah, I could actually change the fog settings. I already did. I slightly decreased the fog quality, but medium is still too high. Ultra low is almost, that's nothing. I think low is still fine. Ultra low looks like, I don't know. Maps look very weird without fog at all. But let's change the fog quality even further to have some better vision. Yeah, BPS really got some strong players into the clan. We now have basically the whole Aqua team, or a lot of players from the Aqua team in our clan also. And we'll be able to participate with 2 teams in the next season. Welcome everyone else, by the way, who just joined the stream. You have so far missed some awesome games already, but there will still be the finals only on the stream. But it's actually not too bad to have a little bit of a break here in between.
Pretty confident.
Yeah, other games are still taking a little bit of time, as it seems. I don't know what the score is exactly. But our games have been pretty dominant performances by each team. Or one team. Pretty excited to see what's going on in the finals. I would assume there will be some more meta tanks like the Kranwagen E5. But so far the mobility advantage really paid out. It's actually a bit surprising to me that the double 140 strategy worked out so well. Double 140 IS4 was almost undefeated. Okay, in 1 game or 2 games we had double 140 against double 140 and IS4 against IS4. Let's not count those, but otherwise the double 140 strategy was really strong, as it offered a lot of DPM, a lot of mobility, and therefore we've seen again on this stream that map control is super important when it comes to clan war games in tournaments. And yeah, with a very heavy lineup, this is barely possible. You will have to get trapped in a corner. You will have to try to defend something And if you can only get one cap, it is almost lost. And even if you have only one cap, if you have one cap, the enemies will be able to maybe challenge the second cap or just stop the cap from ticking over, which we haven't seen so far on the stream. We haven't seen any games where the cap was actually stopped because it was mostly a shootout after some initial hit points were lost and positions were being chosen in a better way by one team or the other. Crossfire, map control, and better trading in the beginning was mostly deciding here. Hi, Jonas Greek. Actually, I should join the room again. No. Only one room left. Question is what we will see next. Okay, I can actually... How can I show you? Like this. Games that are still ongoing are pretty close here. 2-on-1. The hit points are neck and neck. Now it will be a win for the red team, definitely. Chillaxo is the last one left, trapped in place with only 100. This will be the last game, hopefully, before the finals are back on my channel. Let's have a look at the room. 2-on-1, actually. Okay. Match point, therefore, for the Uganda Forever team. One last game, therefore. Oh, maybe not one last game, as there will be, as there is still the chance of the Mega Boots winning the game here and taking it home, but they need 2 wins in a row. Will be very difficult. This might probably just take a while still. Okay. Okay. There's a delay. It is already won for the Uganda Forever team. And I guess I won't have the time to see the other one. Let's have a look for some seconds what was going on this game here. We have seen the 140 IS4 E5 lineup. Yeah, some more solid lineup again, while the team around Foxy, Timo, and Bold chose a very difficult to play double 50B 1E5 lineup and tried to go for some shootout in the beginning, yet we see that the red team here decided to go for some very passive positioning in the beginning as they were adjusting to the double 50Bs and the clipping potential that they had early on, not leaving any room for getting clipped here, defending all the map, leaving the 140 behind, punishing the 50Bs early, aggressive move. And I guess at this point it was already over. Yeah, Fire is now here pushing in. Okay, other teams still needs a while, but yeah. The 50B in the middle does not have anywhere to escape, does not have the chance to put out any clip anymore, tries to, he actually gets around the corner, he could go for a reload here. He should go for a reload actually. Foxy's pushing in, trying to get Steven. Well, okay, Timo saves the shot to get a shot off from behind. And they actually managed to take him out. The 50B is still pretty low. 140 got trapped in the middle. Yet there's a 2v1 going on against Bolt Carrier, which is also pretty slow. He has his engine down. And yep, AMXs won't hold up against the full E5. AMX is a one-shot now. 140 also, but he's out. Okay, that's actually way closer than expected here. .50B tries to run away, yet against the full E5, he really needed a good position to fight him again, get the 140 maybe, otherwise there's no chance for him. If he would have been able to get off one shot before facing the E5 again, he would be able to clip him, but this way. There's no way for Foxy to turn this around. Alright. Alright. I guess it's time for the finals. It is time for the finals. Asking for rolling to specs so he can still have an eye on the games, so we can maybe discuss some games later on. Alright. Oh, wrong app. Having to hide the tanks again. So we're heading into the final. And I don't want people to see the enemy lineup before the games are starting. Alright. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting here. Finals are about to start. Scores need to be reset. Nah. They will have an eye on that. Alright. We are seeing some proven lineups again. You can guess what it is. Yep. Everyone's ready. Double 140 and an IS4 on the side of the upper breach here again. And on the other side, E5, IS4, T62. Very solid lineup here from the Uganda. Are they Uganda brutes? No. From the Uganda Forever team. Aura is in the city. We are seeing both teams heading towards the desert, which clearly makes sense in terms of map control and positioning. Double 140 is taking very aggressive positions, getting on some spots, and some early damage already on the E5. Yet the damage is still, nope, not anymore. The initial HP advantage was on the red side, yet because of this early spot, the blue team was able to get in some cross shots and delete some very important hit points on the E5. Yet still the hit points are neck and neck, and the E5 does have the reactive armor, therefore after all he does have more hit points than the blue team. We're seeing some map control here. Steven taking very aggressive position to spot up everyone and pincer the blue team into a corner. F-Punjaj, or the F, is being... What is going on here? The F is being very aggressive here, facing IS4 high down, which is clearly not what you want to be, not the situation you want to be in. He's losing more and more hit points. Garcia also losing his hit points. Now the problems arise of the double 140 lineup not having enough armor to face all these well armored tanks like the heavies and also the T62 hull down. More and more hit points are lost, and the F is the first one down. The mobility was not used to the extent that was needed with the double 140 lineup as in the games before. General is down though. General is down, but Garcia is also taken out, and Kuro is the last one alive against two full heavy tanks. He does not stand any chance anymore. No way for him to turn this around, even though there were some great shots in the beginning. With the early spot by the double 140s, the hit point advantage diminished here on the red side. Yet the extra in the armor was just very helpful on this map. Yeah, the armor was just very big advantage to the red team here on this map, as Steven managed to take a very aggressive position without anyone being able to counter him. Great game there. Risky move by Steven, yet it really paid off. Alright, let's see if the lineups are going to be changed. Only one very small change here, and that is General choosing a Object 140 instead of his T62. At the same time, the IS4 and E5 still stay on the lineup. 140, double 140 IS4 combination remains on the side of the upper breach team. What about rolling though? What about rolling? He was just sharing my stream also on Discord. All right, here we go. Here we go again. Oh, let's get a bit closer to the action. All right. Kennel, we haven't seen this map yet. Will be great for some map control plays by the double 140s. Yet double 140s heading towards D in a very aggressive way. IS4 getting the C cap. A is left open. The T62 still has to get there. They will have a clear disadvantage on the cap points. 140s. Oh, we are seeing a decap on C here. Very important. Very important decap. But... now the red team does have the cap advantage actually. Because of this one decap that turned around the situation for the red team. 140s are greatly lined up here. The F spotting aggressively. Gaseo right behind him. Shooting into the E5 that is still in the open. Yet, hit points still on the side of the red team, as also the 140 lost some hit points. And the red team started with some hit point advantage because of having one heavy more than the blue team. 140 is flanking around again. The mobility advantage starts to pay off. Kura still getting crossfired by the T62, I believe. Yet everyone is collecting the forces here in the corner on the red side. Fire still spotting up aggressively. He will be possible weak spot, yet the 140s are not on his side. The 140s are spotted on the other side. Was there a track shot? No. They tried to stop. And the push was held up. Their hope was to just push into A. But there were just too many forces here on the A cap, holding them up from pushing in. That would have been a kamikaze suicide mission. They had to stop. They just went to the exactly wrong positioning. Yet Kura is able to move in. Kura moves in while Fire is sleeping. He is too far away. If he can be ignored, then the 140s could clear A. Nope, Kura made a mistake. Kura stopped in the middle of everything, got farmed from all the tanks. If the blue team was able to go forward towards A, that could have been it. But unlucky there, some mistakes. Maybe the turning around was not the right call. Next gun is taken down, and only the one low 140 is left alive. And also he is gone. That was just perfect counter here by the red team to defend A like this with 2 tanks. And the E5, that was the possible weak spot behind B, was being ignored by the 140s as they decided to push the other flank. They would have also been spotted, to be fair, by the E5 when crossing over there. Therefore, it was really not easy to go in. There could have been possible options of flanking around towards the E5, yet nobody was thinking about that, taking the time for this rotation. 2-0 in the best of 7. That means still 2 games to go. 2 wins more for the Uganda Forever team, if they want to win this without getting defeated in before. Which is quite unlikely, and hopefully they are not winning all the games, as I would love to see some more exciting games here on the stream. Again, we are seeing the T62, 1E5 and IS-4 combination on the side of Uganda Forever. Is it Uganda Forever? Or is it... No, it is actually the Opa Breeds team. Man, I'm doing mistakes about the team names. Never mind. Both teams heading towards A side here. E5 taking a very aggressive position, getting into A aggressively. Yep. Gaseo is getting into A, yet they ignore the cap. They do notice that Fire is alone. Fire is separated from his teammates. General is too far behind. Therefore, this push might be successful. This might be a very aggressive game. Gaseo taking an insanely aggressive move here. This route might be too much. Too much for him, for Gaseo to handle this. If the others, if Kura and the F are not moving in on time, they have to keep up the focus fire on Fire. But they are changing it to General. Will it work out? Hit points on the side of the blue team. Neck and neck, actually. And we've got to say, there's a T62 with much more mobility and DPM on the side of the blue team here. The F is circling the IS-4, is a one-shot. If Steven is able to take the F out, he might have a chance to win a 1v1. He is able to take him out. This is going to be close. What is Steven going to do? He does have 700 hit points less. That is about 2 shots. But 2 shots in the 1v1, that is not impossible. He can back off though, get into the A-cap and wait for Kura to push in. The 2 NA players here, promo players that moved into the BPS clan recently, are now in standoff against each other. Which one is going to win this? Steven is just able to cap off the base. Kura does have to make a move. Oh, and we are seeing some great shot here by Steven. He is using adrenaline. While Kura is not using the adrenaline yet, Steven will still have the next shot. We are seeing a trade. Nothing has changed yet about the points. Steven is able to defend the base. Oh, bad trade there. Still 4 minutes on the clock. So the point run is not really an option. Are we going to see 4 minutes of standing around and circling around this building or this rock here? Or are we going to see an epic 1v1 in a face-suck situation? This is going to be interesting. Face-sucking IS-4 is super hard. It's super tricky if anyone tried this yet. It's not an easy thing to do. Kura is side against the front. Hit points changed. Hit points changed. They swapped around. Steven is in an advantage. It will be very close. Both players still need 3 shots to kill the other enemy. They are facing each other. Yet Kura might have height advantage here. He might be able to shoot the top of the turret from Steven. No, he's not trying. This is super exciting, super tense game here. Who will do the mistake? We are seeing some nice shots here. AP versus Heat though. 515 hit points versus 600. Another trade. Both a one shot now. Ooh, what's going to happen? Kura did have the faster reload because of being lower on hit points. The crew consumable or the crew skill of having faster reload when being low on hit points saved his life here. Definitely. Super close game there. Steven almost had it. GG to both of them. What a nice game here. Do I have to hide the lineups? No, nobody's changing anything. Same map. Again. But different spawns, I believe. Nope. Spawns are the same. Spawns are still the same. And the strategy is still the same. General staying behind with his T62. Trying to move in later on. Functioning as a 2D first of all. Getting in some spreads from the desert area. But are we seeing some changes on the side of the blue team here? Yes, we are. The F is going for an aggressive spot and aggressive push onto the C-cap. Getting in the cap point advantage. Some blind shot going on from General. Failing his decapping shot there. Yet A is also getting capped by the red team here. But Steven also lost some hit points for that. And they will still have the cap point disadvantage. Gaseo a bit out of position, taking a shot here. Taking another shot. He was too far in the open, definitely. He did not need to be that aggressive here with the Z5 in the middle of the city. Would have been better if he left this position to the ice 4. General is taking very important shot there. Losing hit points with a medium early on is not what you want to do. Not if it does not lead to any advantage on your side. Some more shots being taken by the red team here. Clearly the better positions and yeah, the map control, better positions from the desert area are paying off here for the blue team. Far better trades at this point. Yet only 700 hit points in favor of the blue team. Oh, Korra does a huge mistake there. Taking double shot, double hit from T62 and E5. 4,400 points, hit points on the side of red. 1k hit point advantage on the side of blue team. General getting punished hard for overpeaking. Trying to keep up the focus fire there was not the best idea. Yet we are seeing some clash here on the B cap. Even though both teams are losing hit points, both teams keep playing very aggressively, while the F is still pretty full, now moving in to kill General. Oh, this is super close. Garcia is one shot, but now it is a 2v1. Blue team does have this, no doubt about it. Super aggressive games there, to be honest. I have not expected something like this. Both teams just going for the chances, going for every opportunity they are seeing. And fire is going to be deleted soon. Yeah, there he goes. Two to two. Both teams have 2 points at this point. All right. In a best of 7, one team or the other needs to reach 4 points. And we are heading to New Bay. Have we played this map yet? Yeah, we do. We did. Oh, did we? Never mind. It's all about this game now. Let's go up and see what teams are doing here. Yeah, we did see the bridge getting contested here. T62, IS4, E5 set up again on the other side. T62, E5 and IS4. Symmetrical lineups. Let's see which team is going to make the better use of it. E5 taking very aggressive position here for this ramp on the bridge. He does have some very nice hold down position over there. Can oversee this E5. Yet it is possible to shoot him into the rear. If Steven and General are pushing forward, they won't encounter that much. But they are deciding otherwise, as they do not know about Korra's position yet. Korra was not spotted. Steven goes for 1v1 with Korra. But Gaseo is not far away. We're seeing 3 1v1s here in this game so far. E5 against E5, T62 against T62, and IS4 against IS4 against IS4. Question is whether this can change. General put in some shot onto Korra, I believe. Yet he will have some trouble in the 1v1 against the F. This will be probably game deciding. General is lower. And on a T62, the F will certainly not bounce a shot. And General bounces a shot. But General is out. But on the other side, also Korra went down. Korra went down. And we are having a 2v2 situation. Hit points still pretty close to each other, pretty even. Yet the F is moving in with his mobility and DPM. 2v2 now. Focus fire was better on the side of the blue team here, as the T62 was able to shoot the rear. And awesome game here. That was actually, I was thinking, okay, that's too many 1v1s here in this game. And yeah, there were some crucial shots from General onto the Korra in the middle that allowed them to kill him. But at the same time, General took some shots for that in return, which were clearly game deciding. As you can see here, T62, the F, did 3.9k damage. General only 1.3k, bouncing some shots also. Maybe RNG was also somewhat involved there. Very close game, but that was still yeah, that was a clear win. Doesn't make sense what I say here, but I was rather fan of the other games so far. Let's see. Aji is actually not even playing anymore. He was actually on the Uganda Forever team. Maybe he had some ping problems. Wouldn't be new for him. Some lineup changes again. Oh, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be super interesting, and I have expected a lineup like this much earlier on this tournament. Triple Kranwagen against double E5 and an IS-4. Hit points will be in the favor of the red team here. Also, they do have the better armor. Much better armor than the blue team here, with the E5s that are comparably weak armored tanks when facing Kranwagen turrets, yet the map is not really favoring the armor of the Kranwagen, which is mainly on the turret. While also the E5s won't have perfect positions here. Both teams are heading straight towards the A cap actually. But RG, back into the game, does have some nice cross shots here. He could just move in. He could move in and crossfire all the enemies as they are all trapped in this corner. And I'm trapped on this cable here. We have triple heavies here in front of triple Kranwagens. Kranwagens do have the advantage in terms of map control and crossfiring. They only have to move in. And the blue team won't be able to cover anywhere. As long as Archie doesn't take too many shots here, it will pay out. 1,500 hit point advantage on the red side, yet Archie is now reloading and getting pushed onto. Question is whether they can keep up the focus fire. Yes, Steven is taking saving the shot, not going for Korra, as it didn't really make sense. They now need to kill the F, and then it will be a GG. I think if Steven is getting behind him, it should be easy to kill the F with the clips here that are reloaded as soon as the Kranwagens move into the fight again. If you give the Kranwagens that much time, they will have the reload for the whole clip. They will move in with 3 shots loaded. And it's not as easy to kill a Kranwagen as in the AMX 50B. Even though they both have like 0 DPM now. The IS-4 does not stand a chance. Oh yeah, with this lineup, actually, the blue team needed to find a way to be way more aggressive to make use of their DPM advantage, as they really could not wait it out in one corner. Or they would have to go for some passive stuff. But even then, It is very hard to win against Kranwagens with their insane turret armor and also quite accurate gun with a reticle calibration there. Okay, 3-3 is the score now at this point. Both teams would only need one win to win the whole tournament. Question is whether people have learned from this last game, whether they are going for the Kranwagen setup again, or are we going to see some more medium lineups as before already? It also depends highly on the map that we are going to see. If there will be a medium lineup on a 4-cap map, then some heavy lineup would have some huge disadvantage, while on a 3-cap map, the medium team would have the disadvantage. But we are not seeing any medium lineups here, not anymore. People are going for the rather secure heavy lineups, I believe. Yet things are not chosen yet. The map mode is on random. Just a quick reminder. Still some changes on the tanks. For this last game, both teams try to make it special, but I don't know if that is a good idea. Okay, whole setup was changed again. The open poots are still struggling to find the right lineup for this last game. Do they take a medium or not? Okay. Ready? Unready? What do you choose now? Oh, they can't decide. They can't decide what to take. They had this lineup already that they have right now, but they swapped some tanks out again, and now they're back. Come on, Gazelle, last one to ready up. All right, everyone's ready. Triple Kranwagen again. For a short time, they were choosing double mouse against double E100 and the T110E5. I would bet my money on the Kranwagens here. I would certainly bet my money on the Kranwagens here. With the armor and, yeah, with the gun, they can just penetrate the E100. But if the E100s manage to be passive enough and put out some big shots, they might turn this around. Yet, if the Kranwagens are here on these stairs, do have this height advantage, they will be very dangerous. And the T110E5 is very aggressive already. But, oh, there was an HE shell, 338 damage though. Or 380, something like that. Some hit points being lost here on the blue side. Blues already do have the hit point disadvantage. Even though they do have the German super heavies. Some big shot here into general, yet the focus fire is not on point yet. Another shot into general. But, okay, at this point, there are 3 tanks here in the middle area, while RG is a bit far behind, and he's now reloading his clip. Therefore, general can be taken out, possibly. Will Garcia be able to take him out? No, he's not going for General. He's leaving General as a one-shot, trying to leave him for the E100, yet the E100 did not decide to go for him. The E100 turned away. The F turned away from the one-shot General, and therefore he is still alive and is able to take him out. No, it's not the F that is staying out, but the Kranwagen is also dead now. Both Kranwagens on the clip reload. Therefore, now big miss there. Potentially big DPM advantage to the blue team. Hit points neck and neck. But the E100 is going to finish Steven. He misses. If that was not game deciding. The F misplaying here. Not killing the one shot. 2 times in a row. And now he is alone against 2 because of that. Ooh, his teammates won't be happy about that, I believe. Also, we've seen some big miss on the Kran before already. That was not necessary to lose this game, but the E100 does not have a chance anymore. Oh, what a game. There was clearly a big chance to win the game in the middle here, as everything evolved around this tower here. There were 3 tanks against 2. But the focus fire was not in point, communication was not given. That is it. RG is still alive with almost all his hit points. Takes home the win. What a game. Korra being taken out very quickly there. Did not have any chance against the Kranwagens. That is it about these games. All right. Rolling won't have time here. I thought about having a chat with him about the games. All right. Quite exciting games here. I don't know if we are still getting an interview, but at this point, I mean, it is quite late already. I don't know. I don't even know how many people are still watching the stream. It really got late here. Still 30 people watching live. I hope you really enjoyed these games. I certainly did. Really exciting games here. Damn. That was a nice tournament. I don't know if RG is maybe going to come. But still, there was some very exciting start to this tournament with the first games, and it was lagging behind a bit. Got to be a little bit of a meme game at some point, even though it was still a lot of fun. In the end, though, there were super close games here, especially with the 1v1 between Korra and Steven there with the Ice Force. Super close. And unlucky loss here, unlucky defeat on the last game. 2 big shots, 2 very important shots missed on the side of the upper boots. Also some misplays involved. But still, both teams deserve to be here at this point. They had some insanely strong performance. Alright, no answer from RG at this point. Maybe it's enough for today also. Let's see, do I actually have some replays? No, I don't. I do not have the replays, but I might actually show you some stuff again. Wrong app, sorry. 1 second. Yeah, we've seen some super intense games here. I just want to skip through the last ones again, so we can see what was going on there. All right. I'll quickly load the YouTube page to see the last games again. And maybe have an eye at that from a different perspective. Your channel, there we go. Let's mute that stuff. Perfect. Okay. Okay, this game here, I was a bit confused about this. We've seen so many 1v1s. Let's maybe start at the start. Super strong performance on the Desert Sands game, first of all, with a... Yeah, we've seen this first spot by the W140s here. The 140s were just super important in some games, yet on this game, they were clearly a disadvantage because of the lack of armor. Steven being able to take a super aggressive position here to push out the 140. Failed push on this game. Failed push, just unlucky to push the wrong side there. It was basically 50-50 chance where they would push. If they would have pushed the right side later on, they would have got a kill on fire. Also some hesitation there. That cost the game. Super aggressive move here by Gaseo in the beginning. And that was maybe a bit too aggressive. Yeah, that was maybe a bit too aggressive as his teammates did not really follow up. Focus fire was not in point for some time. Yet awesome turnaround here by Steven from a 1v2 situation to almost a win on this game. Same map, same spawn again. We did see some good map control stuff here by the blue team. Yeah. New Bay, the 1v1 on the mediums deciding over the outcome of the game. Mostly it's just about the mediums and the focus fire, and on that, if there are some shots early on the mediums that may save the game, but we've also seen on another game that it may actually backfire when trying to shoot a medium and not going for the focus fire, as we did have a game where a 3v3 ended in a 2v3 because of shooting out 140 on Normandy. Very important here again, the map control. Yeah, we've seen over and over again, I don't want to show everything actually, that map control crossfire was just the way to go here. And that way, even these super good players get punished on their mistakes. The tiniest mistake can get punished if you do have the better positions, the better map control are somewhat surrounding the enemy and trapping them into a little corner, like on this game also. It is very hard to break out from that. There was one more game. Yeah, let's see this one again. Nope, that's me. We don't want to see that. Here. General is losing hit points. He is super low here. RG is far behind, reloading his clip. The F only needed to move in Gaseo ignored the one shot to go for Steven already, as he thought, okay, the F can kill him with one shot while he would need two. Oh, there was some notification I did not even notice. And that was not the one that I set up, actually. Never mind. The F is turning around. The F is leaving General in place. Gaseo has shot Steven already, yet has to turn around and shoot General 2 times more. And because of that, General is able to back off and kill Koror there. A second after, it is still 2v2. Kranwagens are reloading, but we're seeing one miss here on Steven already, and then the next miss soon after. I guess the RG was clearly not on the side of this team here. That was just a very close game. Nice throw. Exciting games here. Well, that is it. That's it. I'm thankful for everyone that has joined us here on this channel. It was, to me, an awesome experience to have my first commentary of a live tournament. Usually I'm rather doing live streams on gaming and just playing the game with different kind of tanks, whether it is a tryhard stream in the afternoon or late night stream for just chilling and enjoying the game, or more and more doing videos on tanks, tactics and whatsoever. If you're interested in seeing more from my content, please consider to leave a like first of all and subscribe to the channel. I guess there's a lot of new faces right now over here. I'm excited to see whether there will be any more tournament commentaries from my side also, as this was the first time that I gave it a try, and to be honest, I liked it. I did not feel too lost at it. I hope you would agree on that. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching again. I wish you all a very good night. Have a nice day, whatever time it is for you, and see you soon, hopefully.